Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you very much for joining me here. I hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to take a quick look here at KuCoin, see what's going on, obviously understand a little bit more about the next steps and what's going to happen. Now with Crow, awesome coin, definitely good fundamentals. I'm glad to see us back on track, but we got to also understand too that Bitcoin's been doing very well, and it is still fairly synonymous with Bitcoin, so we'll go ahead and identify that as also. Now, before we get started, I want you to know I'm not a financial advisor, right? I just love teaching people how to trade. That's like my passion, my day job. I do this every day for a living. I can tell you it's very realistic to become a trader. You don't necessarily have to day trade. You can successfully swing trade and do all sorts of different things. Crypto has so many different opportunities. It's unrealistic as far as just how many different venues you could pursue, right? And KuCoin being one of those. Now, that being said, I want you to just understand that I have your best interest in mind, so hopefully you can learn something here today. If you want to become a better trader, I have a trading community. Link in the description below for that, CryptoCache.tech. I send out signals and have a trading academy to teach you how to become a better trader from start to finish. Ultimately, I think that you would benefit there if you're not already familiar. Thanks again to my current members. I do appreciate you. Looking at KuCoin though, here is something that's really important to understand with the moving averages. We're up over the 50-day cent moving average, and it's really, really awesome. And I say it's awesome because there's two reasons, right? First of all, the 50-day cent moving average is a really big indicator. Anytime you're up over that, it typically works as a strong support level. Now, this history hasn't really been a good example of that based on the way that it was shot up for quite some time and has tapered off and digressed since then. But the bottom line here is that being up over the 50 really gives us the inclination that we're going to likely continue to progress upwards and that the worst is most likely behind us. I say most likely because if Bitcoin has something crazy under its sleeve and it pulls a sub 40,000 dip here in the near future, we see a 10% correction. Obviously, KuCoin is going to be suffering a lot with every other coin too, right? That's just the way that it works. But simply put, pending Bitcoin doesn't do anything stupid and just goes sideways for a little while, we should be in good shape. Okay. Secondary to that, we have a key level resistance that we're tentatively broken. We've tentatively broken above that, right? So basically, at this point, let me just go ahead and clarify. There's a resistance zone right at about 48.5 cents. So 48.5 was a point of contention. It couldn't pass that before. We're up above that right now, tentatively. Now, when the one-day candlestick closes, we'll know more, right? But between now and then, we are tentatively in good shape. We're up over the 50-day cent moving average and a key level resistance. Really good things, but don't by any means think that we're out of the woods yet. We need to close above for a few more days to feel really comfortable and secure with that, okay? We're tentatively there. It is a really good sign to actually be able to say that for a change. We're also up over 50 on the RSI, extremely important. We love to see that. So honestly, a lot of great stuff here for Crow on the macro. Looking good. We got this nice little momentous trend here, so to speak, with the MACDs basically telling us we have the bulls are in control. 50 up over 50 on the RSI, not even close to 70 yet. We're not overextended. We're in a really, really good shape here. And it's very similar again to Bitcoin in that sense, because if you look at the Bitcoin chart, it's having a very similar push, which is equally as important because it's a good push. And right now we're having this golden cross essentially that's occurring where we see the 50 intersecting with a 200 in upward fashion. That does typically push the price action higher. We could have already seen that effect already, or it doesn't even matter at all. Ultimately, we want to see that on the the Bitcoin chart more so than the traditional KuCoin chart, but generally speaking, it's a good sign to see that because it's basically working as a support level, right? So it basically tells us here that this key level support here at about 43.5 cents is going to continue to maintain as a support. So the price were to come down, we should expect that to hold there, right? So we've got a lot of volume accumulation too in that zone. If we look anywhere between 39 to 43 cents, strong amount of volume. Again, that's the most recent pass. If we zoom out a little bit further, we'll see even more volume at below the price point right now. And that's a great sign, right? It really just tells us that we're in really good shape there overall. Now, we do want to look at the big picture here on this as well and understand where the most volume is. Obviously, we have the largest amount of volume accumulation at 42 cents. We have a potential resistance, sell wall, so to speak, about 54. So don't think that we're out of the woods yet, so to speak. We've got a lot more, room to grow, so to speak. A lot of a lot of potential resistances in the way. But once we get past 56 cents, we'll be pretty much open season and continue to progress upwards. Okay. Again, just something to kind of consider for the big picture there based on volume. But right now, the immediate most recent time frame, extremely good shape right now for KuCoin. So the 4 hour looks very good there. We're also peaking up over 70 on the RSI. I don't typically love that, but I like to see the fact that, KuCoin's pushing. I'm glad we got this little resistance here, so to speak, at 49 cents, based on the fact that it would be nice to see the price consolidate right at that support level and get a firm base of foundation, let the RSI calm down, and get a reset on TD sequential. So let's take a look at TD sequential here and see. We're at an 8 right now, right? So if we got just say 4 or 5 more 4-hour candlesticks, just say 24 hours of consolidation at this price point, we'd be in excellent shape to see a next leg up. And what I mean by that, so you look here, the price came down to a 9, reset, comes up to a 9, sideways action, reset, up to an 8. So we do sideways action right here at about 48 cents, we would very much likely see another increase to the upside. Okay. Again, without that consolidation, we might see retracement. So if it doesn't consolidate and we lose that support at just say 48.5 cents, it'll likely come down to the next available 45 cents as a support. Okay. So 45 to 49 should be the range that we're going to see the price consolidate. So this is essentially the likely channel for the next 24 to 48 hours. Okay. If it breaks above too soon, keep in mind, it'll come back down. We do have about 4 hours left of continuation potential. But again, we don't want to see that because anytime we see a 9 on TD sequential for CRO, it traditionally will turn around or consolidate. And the likelihood of it turning around is higher than a consolidation just based on the fact that it's increased. Usually you only see 2 surges, 2 9s in a row. The second 9 is oftentimes a retracement. Okay, so if we hit a 9 here soon, we could see it come back down. Looking at the 1 hour, we're at a 6, right? So hypothetically, again, 4 more hours worth of continuation to the upside, and we will see that reset happen soon. Okay. So all good stuff here ultimately is just keep in mind, most coins right now, they're a bit on the overextended side. They've been pumping for about 24 to 36 hours. And we need to be realistic in the fact that there could be a turnaround coming soon, especially for Bitcoin. 41,500, 42,300, right in that range, we should see the price come back down, retrace, and bounce off of that key level type of support for Bitcoin. If that were to happen, we'll see a correction likely down to 46, 45.5 cents for KuCoin. Wouldn't be a bad thing if that were to happen. We need that. It would still give us higher highs and higher lows. That's the key takeaway here. As long as our next low isn't any lower than 45, 46 cents, we're going to be in really good shape. Okay, that's ultimately what we're looking for. So we'll keep a close eye on KuCoin here in the near future to identify, but for right now, tentatively in good shape. The Ichimoku cloud as well is also going to give us that open signal to not even bother to close our position. Because again, lagging span hasn't intersected with the price action, conversion lines above the baseline, we're well above the cloud. All good things to leave our position open, but we just cannot avoid the fact that we're getting very overextended on the 4 hour and the 1 hour chart. So the micro and the midterm are telling us that we're expecting some type of turnaround. Again, just be mindful of that. It doesn't necessarily mean you got to close your entire position. In fact, I'll go ahead and talk to you about this as well because it's important. You always want to set multiple profit targets before you take a trade, right? If you're in KuCoin right now and you have no specific goal in place, you're doing it wrong. You want to set multiple profit targets, and your first profit target should have been 49 cents. That would have been mine if I had an entry, right? Because again, you want to set key level Fibonacci retracement levels as profit targets, and of course have your trailing stop loss, a moving trailing stop loss, so it adjusts every time you hit your target. That way, heaven forbid the price comes down, you still stop out and you take profits, and you're still getting your trade closed. Right? There's nothing better than getting a trailing stop profit target hit after you've hit your first, second, or third profit target. Okay. So again, these are things that I cover in my Trading Academy. Please make sure that you are setting accurate profit targets. And if you want to become a better trader, learn from a community of expert traders, and also make sure that you're on the right track with the signals that I send and the Trading Academy. That's all available in my community. Okay. So link in the description below. CryptoCache.tech is the website, and check that out on your own time, of course, but I can guarantee you'll find benefit everyone has so far, and it's well worth the investment. So again, you got to invest in yourself, build on a foundation, and a stable foundation is important. That's what I try to communicate here as well in the videos. So thanks again to all my current subscribers. I've got a lot of people that support me through KuCoin or discovered me through KuCoin. So thank you again so much to you. Obviously, you know who you are. And I greatly appreciate everyone, of course, and all the kind feedback that I've heard over the last few months. Thanks again. This is an amazing experience. I'm happy to be here with you. We look forward to seeing you in the next video. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care.